So I want to welcome everyone to the BCTV Producers Awards Night. Whether you're here in person or watching the live stream, we're thrilled that you can join us. We're really excited to be here in the Stone Church for the first time, and so I want to start with a big thanks to our hosts, the Stone Church. Yeah. So my name is Alex Beck, and I'm the board president, and I'm here with my fellow board members. If you could wave or stand, George Anthis, Lynn Barrett, Marty Cohn, Bob Gammon, Leah Goodman, Garrett Harkewick, and Reggie Martell. Give a wave or a stand, and let's hear a round of applause for these essential BCTV volunteers. And just so we have a little street cred, some of us, not me, are also BCTV producers. So we're celebrating them for that as well tonight. This event is focused on our producers, but I will never give up an opportunity to thank the incredible BCTV staff and crew. I think we all know as producers that we maybe couldn't do it without their help. In particular, I want us all to share our sincerest appreciation and best wishes for Brian Bashaw, who's moving on from BCTV this week to his next adventure. And in honor of Brian and his birthday this weekend, we're serving his favorite maple cookies from Allen Brothers. So if you're enjoying those cookies, give it a round of applause for Brian. And celebrate both his birthday and his tenure here with us with some cookies. They're on the bar. Don't eat all of them. Save him at least one. So our awards year lines up with our fiscal year as a nonprofit. So July to June, in our annual report, it says hold it up, but I don't have one. But you can find it online and in person, I'm sure. Right on the table. That's where we recognize the 50 volunteer producers, all of our producers who created or submitted even one of the 1,400 local programs aired on BCTV this year. And we recognize all of them because we know that every program takes effort and makes a difference. Special thanks to our sponsors and underwriters who make all of our programming possible and make sure we all have the gear and support and everything we need to make what we do work. So this ceremony recognizes a handful of producers or individuals whose contributions exceptionally exemplify our motto here at BCTV, which is be creative, be informed, and be local. The awards highlight the many ways that creating local content is a powerful tool to share your enthusiasm, views, information, talent, dedication, and enjoyment with your neighbors in Southern Windham County and beyond. And so, without further ado, here's BCTV's Executive Director, Cor Trowbridge, who will explain how the ceremony works. Thanks so much.
Hi, everyone. Great to see you all here. And again, thanks to the Stone Church for hosting us. This is so fun, this venue. I'm going to talk more later, but right now, I just want to explain how the awards sequence is going to run. First, we're going to have a BCTV board member come up here and introduce the award and the recipient. Then we'll watch a short clip where the producer talks about what it takes to create their content. Then we will clap loudly while they come up the red carpet and receive their plaque. Then they will go over there and take a photo. And then the next board member will introduce the next award. After 6 awards, we're going to have a special live performance, so please stick around, relax, and enjoy the evening. And now I'd like to introduce Bob Gammon to announce the Community Partner of the Year.
Good evening, everyone. So the Community Partner Award to an organization goes to an organization that uses BCTV's tools and services to benefit the community and the organization. This year's award goes to the Media Mentoring Project. The Media Mentoring Project was initiated 10 years ago by Vermont Independent Media and was revived during COVID with grant funding. Last year, the project produced 8 monthly Zoom workshops that were live streamed on Facebook and BCTV. In addition, the project co-sponsored civic engagement activities hosted by other nonprofits. It demonstrates the many ways that media literacy can be made accessible to the public through education.
I'm Lynn Barrett, and I'm president of the board of Vermont Independent Media, publisher of the Commons newspaper. The Commons has a very important goal of education. And probably 10 years ago, the Commons Vermont Independent Media started something called the Media Mentoring Program. And basically that was to teach people in the community how to get their voice heard. It went away, unfortunately, because the gal who was running it actually left the Commons, and then volunteers could not really sustain the program. So last year, we brought it back to great fanfare. We immediately got in touch with BCTV. We wanted to put this on Zoom. We knew we didn't have the capacity to do it ourselves, and we had also received a grant so that we could actually afford to do it.
This COVID thing with the Zoom, it just opened up another set of possibilities for us to be able to draw in presenters or speakers from from all different places.
The biggest program we did was the one about small newspapers, and I think most people know that local newspapers are dying all over the country. It's a major, major problem. People are just getting national news, and they're not getting what's happening in their own community. So we put together a panel of other local newspapers in the area, plus a newspaper that actually produced its own video. We still get comments about that program.
If you want to talk about our process, sometimes we have a person that we really want to bring to the bring out and bring to the public, and that from that person, then we build a program from that. But then the opposite could be true, where we have an idea, and then we try to find people that we think are best represent that idea. We got involved with also Wyndham World Affairs Council. They were kind of sponsoring a civic engagement program at the high school called the Peace Jam that was also part of kind of fit under our umbrella. We looked at summer camps where young people might be able to get involved with media, and we helped underwrite some of that. A couple people actually went to Brattleboro Community Television video camp.
Media mentoring has been a part of the mission of Vermont Independent Media from the beginning. Right. And this work that we do as public educators is very essential. And then the partnerships that we're creating in the community are really important. I just feel like it's got a nice head of steam, and it's been a good year.
So here to accept the person in person would be Jeff Burgess and Lynn Barrett.
Thank you all. This is great. I don't know what else to say. What else do we have to say?
Said it on the camera.
Yeah, you said it on camera.
Okay. What do we have to do?
Just pick one.
And now it's my pleasure to introduce Leah Goodman to announce the Nonprofit Member of the Year.
Hey everyone, I am very happy to present the Nonprofit Member of the Year. My name is Leah Goodman. The Nonprofit Member Award recognizes a nonprofit member that uses BCTV to achieve the organization's mission. This year's award goes to St. Michael's Episcopal Church. The Reverend Mary Lindquist initially turned to Zoom to gather parishioners virtually in the pandemic. The church raised funds and installed a 3-camera system, which was up and running by 2021 with services live streamed on Vimeo. In May, the church joined BCTV as a member and began submitting weekly episodes. In May Oh, and after, St. Michael's Episcopal's videos went from Zoom to high-quality multicam production in a short period of time and provides a welcoming experience to remote parishioners and BCTV viewers to this day. I would love, and I'm very happy to present to Mary Lindquist, the rector of St. Michael's Episcopal Church, our award.
The reason why we initially decided to look into live streaming our services, it happened, I think it was only maybe 2 or 3 months after the pandemic started and we started to do Zoom services. And when we started the Zoom services, of course, like a lot of other places, we thought, oh, this is only going to be for a couple weeks or maybe a month or two. And then we realized as we kept going with it that it was going to last longer. But not only that, the Zoom services were reaching people that couldn't get to church, pandemic or no pandemic, people who were homebound. I don't want to discourage anyone, but it took a long time to get it right. We got the Vimeo account set up. We got the cameras are working. We hired Galen to help us. And then we also hired Tian Regal, who is someone who grew up in our church, who was at that time, I think, a sophomore in high school. Now it runs very smoothly. Most weeks, I don't really have to think about it at all. I just do church the way we used to, and I leave it up to Galen or Tian to do the live stream. And I try to say hello to the people on the live stream. And I try to recognize them at least a couple times in the service so that they know that we know that they're there. We want it to feel like someone's actually in the church with us, worshiping the way that they would if they were in the pew. I will say that some people who come on the live stream who used to come in person say things like, oh, but I can listen to the sermon so much better because I can see you, or I can see the preacher so much better than I would if I were in the pew. I certainly have learned quite a bit, and it's been sort of interesting, actually. On the positive side, interesting to learn new things. On the negative, extremely frustrating at times where I just couldn't figure out how to do something or something wouldn't work for me. The pandemic certainly forced faith communities to learn how to do stuff like this, which I think is a good thing. Oh, thank you so much. This is Julie. So they got a lot of me on the Zoom interview, but one of the things they didn't get was Julian was our audio engineer who set up all the audio in the church, which was amazing. And then Michael Hainish was our camera, what do you call it? Video person. And they spent, so many hours in the church trying to get it all set up and right. You can see our church is not really set up for this kind of thing, and they figured it out. So I want to thank them. Thank you.
And now I'd like to introduce Marty Cohn to announce the Municipal Partner of the Year.
Hi, everybody. I am Marty Cohn, and not only am I the Vice President of the Board, but I also have the honor of hosting Meet the Candidates 2022, which we just did, and to great success. The Municipal Partner Award goes to a board or committee that uses BCTV to promote governmental transparency and public engagement. This year's award goes to New Fane's Administrative Assistant, Juanetta Powling. I'm particularly proud to be talking about this award because I lived in New Fane for 14 years. In the shutdown, Juanetta learned how to use Zoom to allow the select board to meet safely and to provide virtual public access to meetings. She evolved from learning the technology to training municipal officials to installing equipment in the town offices to make hybrid meetings a better experience. BCTV relies on municipal partners like Juanetta to make our meeting coverage the best it can be.
As administrative assistant for the select board in Newfane, setting up the Zoom meetings so that people can Zoom in without having to come in and actually take part of a public engagement. It was important that they were able to express their concerns or questions or just listen in and hear what was going on in Newfane. So we set up a huge monitor in the select board room, and they can see and hear everything that's going on at the table. BCTV, without their support, would never have been able to teach me all that I have learned because of their patience and their persistence and their encouragement. It's just amazing the support that they have given us. We've evolved quite well with their backing. We had to get technical support setting up the Earthlink and the Wi-Fi so that it was consistent and dependable. It was definitely challenging in the beginning to get a handle on computer technology and IT, and when you're at a certain age, it's more challenging to remember and recall how things are set up. So it was important not to fail. Austin is our wonderful producer here in Newfane, and we just love him. I usually set up about 5 o'clock just before he gets here. I'll make sure that the laptops are charged and connected, and I will set up the monitor so that is even on when he comes in. So when he sets up, he will link in and co-host. It's just become part of my responsibility in being the administrative assistant to make sure that the select board is seen and heard. And, I have helped the DRB with theirs and the Planning Commission with theirs as well. So that's a wonderful learning curve where I was able to show them. You have to step up, you really do. And I'm deeply honored that I was chosen and surprised because I'd never been acknowledged for something of significant importance. And the efforts put forth. It's amazing to me to be recognized. Thank you.
Accepting in person is Juanetta Howard. And now I'd like to introduce Reggie Martell to announce the Producer of the Year.
I used to be in a band, so I feel like I can enter the stage from whichever direction I want. I'm also of an age where I'm like, I have different glasses for different situations, and I'm worried that I may have chosen poorly, but I think I'm okay. So I'm here to introduce the Producer of the Year, Alfred Newt. The Producer of the Year award recognizes a community producer for outstanding production work and commitment to BCTV. This year, the award goes to Al Newt. Some people took a break or found new hobbies in COVID, but Al Newt took his video production skills up a notch. Sorry. In May 2021, in support of Brattleboro's Gallery Walk, he started covering bands for his Southern Vermont live music series, which involved learning complex multicam audio editing skills. Did you really not? Like, if you learned that that's incredible. Like, look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff, and then you have to put it into this. And that's what Al did. For his weekly production, St. Michael's Catholic Mass, which is approaching 700th episode, and for which my 92-year-old cousin is very grateful. Thank you. Al added better audio capture and direct live stream to BCTV via YouTube. Al was the producer of the year in 2018, and he has grown even more as a producer since then. He loves to learn, he loves a challenge, and it shows.
So there are a number of things that I do for BCTV, St. Michael's, music, my Red Newt channel. And my motivation with St. Michael's is that I know there's 14 or 20 people in the community that watch it every week. It gives them something they couldn't have otherwise. After a week, we may have 100 views, so it's my way of supporting my faith and serving the people who can't get there. And then when COVID hit and Gallery Walk became problematic, I could see what I could do to really support something that I think is a great thing for the town. I really like a challenge. And when I go into a situation, I'm almost always trying to learn something new. And you were talking about the COVID period. And what I did was I studied as much as I could about improving the audio, which has always been a big deal for me, and about improving the visual part of it. And so going to Gallery Walk and getting a chance to utilize some of these skills I've been studying but hadn't had anything to do was a great opportunity. Read new productions like with the ice shanties or some of the other odd things I did was like trying to have a creative stretch. When we started at St. Michael's at 2009, we had a consumer camcorder, but the reason I got it was it had an external audio input. So I had microphones up in front of the speaker. Well, now, a year and a half ago, we went to a digital mixer. So we now have a dedicated mix just for the live stream. And then the other thing I've been trying to do more, I did some of the Gallery Walk, is make sure that the lighting is better than just what's there. I usually put a fixed camera on the right up high, and then another one on the left side by the sidewalk in the street, fairly close up. And then my third camera is on a gimbal, which I hand hold, so I can go in and get the tight shots of them, their hands on the guitar or a vocalist. But one of the things I really like about working with BCTV is you guys have the greatest support, and you have all the gear that you need to do what you need to do. And I can remember in 2009, we were running a videotape down the street and sticking it in the server. And then I was uploading, and now we're live streaming live. And it's just been a fabulous how you guys have risen to the challenge. I just am very thankful for that.
Thank you all.
Okay, and now to present the Lifetime Achievement Award, George and these. Did I get it right? You did. Okay.
The Lifetime Achievement Award doesn't have a definition, but you know this kind of achievement when you see it. Energy Week started as a weekly news digest about climate change that George Harvey began publishing as a blog in 2012. To reach a broader audience, a year later, George created a show here at BCTV and recruited Tom Fennell to be his on-screen engineer. He even wrote and performed the opening theme song. After 10 years with George and Tom, never missing a week of production, Energy Week is regularly licensed and aired by 40 public access stations across the country. They will reach episode number 500 in January. Please join us in congratulating George and Tom on this milestone achievement for Energy Week.
Hello, my name is George Harvey, and here is Tom Fennell. And this show is Energy Week with George Harvey and Tom Fennell, which is kind of a...
Cleverly named.
Cleverly named, yes. The blog that this is based on was actually started in 2012. And so it preceded the show by about a year. The purpose of that is to get information about climate change and energy to people. The blog was started because Ned Childs at the New England Coalition on Nuclear Pollution asked me to start doing research on, particularly on the meltdowns in Japan at Fukushima. And he asked me to do that in April of 2011. That was done for 14 months before the blog started online. And so it developed out of that. Originally it was about Fukushima and nuclear energy, and then everything else came in, because talking about nuclear energy without talking in the context of climate change and more general energy just doesn't really work. Is the blog that Tom and I use between us to put the show together so that we are going to have a script there.
I take a copy of what is published on this blog, and then I go back on my own time and read those articles. So then when we got something to talk about on a show, I at least know what's going on.
For the TV show, every article has to have a photograph with it. Some of those photos come from the articles themselves. I go to Unsplash, Pexels, and a lot of stuff from Wikimedia Commons. And that material is all specified as being free to use.
My motivation was really very simple. I mean, George collared me one day on the street and asked me if I wanted to be on the show.
I said, "Do you want to be my engineer?" I went to Core and said, "I want to do the show," and Core said, "You need an engineer." And Tom's an engineer.
Just had a mouse, I clicked the mouse and we switched the cameras. It was more or less arbitrary, but it depended upon what we were talking about and who was doing the talking.
The show, in a way, just never changes. It's always got 21 articles that we review because it's 3 a day for a week. But at the same time, the content that we have, which is wind turbines and solar farms and batteries and ice melting and too much pollen in the air, or whatever it is that you want to deal with, that is the variation. That's the thing that is always changing.
Well, it's rewarding to me because it's good to know that we're getting this information out, because it's important information.
Yeah.
If we don't stop climate change, we're going to wind up with an Earth that's uninhabitable, or at least uninhabitable for Homo sapiens.
If we don't stop climate change is going to stop us. So that's our choice.
George Harvey and Tom Fennell, come on up, please. Congratulations, George.
Thank you so much. I want to say, Tom didn't come up. He's over here if you want to say hello to him. This show really, every show when I start up, I always introduce him as the amazing Tom Fennell. And Tom is amazing, so.
And now the Series of the Year award will be presented by Garrett Harkowick.
Hello. The Series of the Year award is given to the producer of an outstanding series at BCTV. This year, the award goes to Thorn in My Side. Shannon Ward, one of the new managers of the Hooker Dunham Theater, and her team of co-writers, Jay Geltman, Colin Hinckley, and Ben Stockman, developed Thorn in My Side in 2021 as a monthly game show to attract people to the theater. They decided to film the shows for COVID safety and ADA accessibility at the theater. It was also useful when shows were sold out. Thorn in My Side is a clever and energetic addition to BCTV's lineup and the Brattleboro community. Come on up.
I think it really started with I took over as one of the new managers of the Hooker Dunham and was looking for as we were opening up the theater again, like what sort of things can we do regularly, like monthly things. So we have a story night we do once a month, and then I was like, oh, we should do a game show. Me and Colin actually we're gonna plan a Jeopardy night once a month.
It was my idea to do an original game show. I just kind of thought it would be fun to have like a unique like Hooker Dunham game show that would be like fun to write on and fun to make, and also try to build an established audience at the Hooker Dunham.
I got an invitation to be a contestant for the debut of the show, and I came in and was the contestant for that one and went, this is amazing, and I want in. Every month we choose a new theme for the show, but we choose as writers to misunderstand our own theme or to make ignorant assumptions about our theme, because that's where we mine a lot of the comedy.
I think our primary goal with the show is simply to make people laugh in a way that is, it's kind of this weird combination of total guilt-free silliness humor and schadenfreude of seeing a person on stage floundering or really not floundering, seeing someone on stage being put under pressure and pulling something out of their butt.
We all write. Ben runs the booth. I run things backstage. Shannon's on stage. She's the talent. Colin was our record keeper.
Our goal is to just have our contestants be on their toes, but have it be really fun for everybody. If it's not fun, it's not. We don't want to be doing it.
Most of our contestants are fairly comfortable with being on stage because they have some kind of performing experience, and then some of them just asked to be on the show, and we said yes without meeting them.
Yeah, what's nice about working with the contestants in this format is because the games are kind of bizarre games, and unlike a lot of game shows, they're creative games where they have to create something very quickly. You get to know the contestants' personalities very quickly in a way that most game shows don't allow you for. Hey, write a story in the next 20 seconds and you're going to learn something unique about that person.
Our loyal audience members are just very vocal and very engaged in the show. Like, we have had audiences of 20 to 30 people in the Hooker Dunham that sound like a full house. They just really like it.
If one of us writes a game, we generally create the slideshow portion for that game ourselves. And then I take all those elements and put them together at the end of the process and make sure that everything runs smoothly and animations are added to it.
We sort of have a veneer of professionalism to us while we're performing that I think a lot of that is owed to Jay's designs, because it looks a lot higher than our budget is. And I think a lot of that has to do with the designs Jay does, the videos and animations.
I didn't recognize the potential of it as a TV show from the get-go. I was focused just on putting together a nice stage show, knowing that it would be filmed, but not really thinking about it. And that's why the response that we've gotten from it being on BCTV has been a big surprise for me.
The thought behind doing it as a TV show was it kind of naturally works because it's a game show and those are usually on TV. But also because of COVID, I wanted to be able to have it be something people could watch even if they didn't want to risk coming out. Some shows, we have almost have sold out. And if people can't come, we film it.
So you're going to get your picture taken.
Excellent.
And then we have, as a special treat, a mini episode of Thorn in My Side right here. And as soon as they are done having their picture taken, Shannon will explain how it works.
Live from the BCTV Producer Awards, it's Thorn in My Side. Please put your hands together for the host of Thorn in My Side, Shannon Ward.
Edition of Thorn in My Side, the Hooker Dunham Theater and Gallery's original game show. I'm your host, Shannon Ward. And today we are proudly accepting the award of BCTV's Series of the Year, and we are pleased to give you a little taste of our now award-winning pie. But we'll need 3 contestants, so please welcome Cora, Cecil, and Helena. Come on up. All right, welcome contestants. Cora and Cecil are seasoned contestants at Thorn in My Side. Helena is brand new, so give her a warm welcome. Now, all we need is a theme. So each edition of Thorn in My Side is based on a special theme. So when we started this show a year ago, we never dreamed it would win anything. But now that it has, it feels good. So we're gonna keep this victorious bliss going with our theme, winners! Yeah! Everybody loves a winner. There's a lot of winners in this room tonight. Winners are the best of us. We know this because they have all the shiny trophies and medals and lucrative sponsorship deals and plaques that we all dream to attain for ourselves. Soon, one of these 3 contestants will be granted the sacred title of winner. So let's get started. Contestants, if you want to be a winner, you have to know other winners. Game recognizes game, as the cool kids say. So we'll be testing your knowledge of winners in a little game we like to call, Which One Won What? Oh, God. Say it with me. Which one won what? It's actually easier to say than I thought. The game is simple. I will reveal to you 3 people or things that have, I think they are all people, guys. 3 people or things that have previously competed against one another in some contest. I will then ask you which one was the winner. If correct, you'll receive 1 point. If you can then name what the competition was, you'll receive a bonus point. Does that make sense to everybody? We good? Cecil, we're gonna start with you. Here are your 3 competitors. We have Matthias Kiss, we have Rolf Huber, or Wolfgang Schneider. Cecil, first tell me which one was the winner.
I mean, gauging by the size of the mustache and the length of everything, I'm gonna have to say Wolfgang.
Cecil's going with Wolfgang, and can you tell me what the competition was?
I mean, if it's not something to do with facial hair, I would be very surprised.
Something to do with facial hair. Well, let's see. Oh, you are correct. Wolfgang Schneider did win. Unfortunately, you were not specific enough. He won the 2019 World Beard and Mustache Championship, natural mustache category.
Amazing.
He's wearing a blue ribbon? Yeah, I mean, isn't that the winning ribbon?
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Good
Okay.
guess. Good guess. Solid.
All right. Are you saying that's a gimme? We gave that to Cecil. All right, Cora.
I'm saying it was a good guess.
Yeah. Good guess. All right, Cora, your turn now.
Oh boy.
We're gonna have Hyungsoon Seo,
Sure.
Ling Won Lee, and Jin-Ho Kim, which is our winner.
Okay. Good. I gotta see that.
Ooh, we're hearing some audience guesses, getting some help.
Hope I got some help. All right, so I'm going to go with the winner.
Yes.
That's what we're here for.
Yes.
Hyungsoon Seo.
Hyungsoon Seo is the winner.
Yeah.
And what did she win?
If, to just borrow your words, if it's not something to do with archery, I'd be very surprised.
Something to do with archery. Okay, let's take a look. You were correct, it was Hyungsoon Seo, but you, again, were not specific enough. She won the gold in the 1984 Los Angeles Summer Olympics women's archery competition.
I was going to say 85.
Did someone in the audience know that? The audience knew that, Cora.
That's fair.
The others took home the silver and the bronze. Helena, let's see what you can do. Your turn. We have Willard Scott, Al Roker, and Brick Tamblin. Who'd you say is our winner?
It's always the same winner.
I really hope the winner is Al Roker because I actually really like Al Roker. He has an enormous forehead.
That's a good reason to like somebody.
Is it?
That's a likable quality.
Largest forehead competition.
Okay. Helena's guessing Al Roker for largest forehead competition. Let's take a look. I like that. It was Al Roker! It was Al Roker! But let's see what he won. He won world record for longest uninterrupted live TV weather forecast.
Tomato, right?
And I believe it was something like 34 hours. 34 hours.
What kind of weather event lasts for 34 hours?
We did. Our research stopped there,
Maybe
so I
Tom
can't tell
Fennell
you
could
that.
tell me.
Probably bad weather.
Okay.
Is it related to climate change? Yes. Okay.
Yeah. If someone wants to look that up, that would be great. Okay, Cecil, back to you. We have Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, and Selena Gomez. Who is the winner?
I feel like this has been formulated to throw us off. So I'm going to go with Selena Gomez.
Cecil's going with Selena Gomez. What do we think in the house? Do we agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to say, aside from being stunning and beautiful, I would say maybe best actress in like a new series. She's doing a lot of stuff. She's everywhere.
Okay. Fair. Selena Gomez for best actress in a new series. Let's take a look. It was Selena Gomez.
Can't get me.
Let's see what she won. It's the Most Kids' Choice Awards.
That kind of counts.
Selena Gomez has 11, Michael Jordan has 8, and Shaquille O'Neal has a measly 3.
Wow. Oh, sorry.
Wow. Cora.
Yes.
Cora, you're up.
Oh boy.
We have Drew Carey.
Okay.
We have Arsenio Hall.
Sure.
And we have Al Roker.
My favorite.
Who's our winner?
influencing you? I'm sorry.
Wow, that's not very healthy competition. I'm gonna pick Drew Carey just because, you know, I've watched What's the Line anyway. You know, I've watched that show, so that's my pick. That's the winner.
You're picking Drew Carey because you've seen him on TV?
Yep, that's basically it. It's a familiar face.
As opposed to the other two.
Yep, okay. I know his face.
And what did Drew Carey win?
Let's see. We'll call it best hair.
Best hair. Oh, I would argue
best
against that.
hair.
Okay, all right. Let's take a look. The answer is, it's not Drew Carey, it's Al Roker.
Bummer.
Al Roker, it wasn't best hair.
What? I'm baffled.
It was the 1980 Cleveland Area Emmy Award for Best Host.
That's fair. You're very close. So
I'm coming for that award next. All right, it's you, Helena. We have Karen May and John Lund, Coley True and Thomas Trundy, or Caleb and Justine Rosler. Which duo are our winners?
All household names.
Yes, of course.
We are feeling. I really hope that the people wearing the cow costumes are the winners here. So Coley True and Thomas Trundy.
Coley True and Thomas Trundy could because they're in cow costumes. Okay, and what is the competition?
This is some kind of, spousal vow renewal triathlon.
Spousal
1989.
Vow renewal triathlon of 1989. Okay, let's take a look. The answer is, it's Caleb and Justine. Oh, your guess was in third place. Oh man. They won the 2022 North American Wife Carrying Championship.
Wait, the what?
The Wife Carrying Championship. Wife carrying is an international sport started in Finland.
Why are their last names different?
Winners of the North American Championship receive the wife's weight in beer and 5 times her weight in cash.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we have one more round. Cecil, here are your final options.
Wow.
We have David Letterman, Gordon Ramsay, or Al Roker.
I'm not the only Al Roker fan here. I'm just saying.
They're trying to throw you off again.
My heart is telling me Gordon Ramsay, but based on statistics, I think I'm going to go with Al Roker.
We've played this game before.
And, nicest smile, most pleasant.
Al Roker, you're guessing Al Roker for nicest smile.
Yeah.
Yep, because Gordon Ramsay definitely was not in the running for that. Okay, so let's take a look. Yes, it's Al Roker. Al Roker did not win nicest smile, though. He won the world record for the most people in a virtual sandwich making relay.
It's a man of many talents. Beautiful.
And I know what you're thinking. Did David Letterman truly also attempt to set a world record for the most people in a virtual sandwich making relay and failed?
Yes.
No. Neither did Gordon Ramsay. No one else in the world has tried to set the record for the most people in a virtual sandwich making relay. Why would they?
What can't
Why
Al
would
Roker
anyone?
do?
Cora, one more for you. Our potential winners are Tommy Mattinson, Ann Woods, and Adrian Zivaloni. And those are his teeth.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I thought it was a Band-Aid. It's his bottom
I had
teeth.
a doubt.
But which one is it?
I need a second.
I think this is the best smile category.
I just really feel a connection to Ann Woods.
Feeling that connection to Ann Woods. And what did she win for?
What doesn't she win at?
She just wins at life.
Well, let me finish. Best baffled face.
Best
in
baffled
the woods, in nature.
Ann Wood's best baffled face in
2012.
nature. 2012. Okay.
Make a sentence out of
Best
that,
baffled
and
face
that's
in
what
nature,
she won.
2012. Let's take a look. The answer is,
Come on, Ann.
is Tommy Mattinson. And Tommy holds the world record for the most gurning world championship wins, with 14 career wins. Let me finish. Gurning, as we all know, is the British-born sport of making crazy faces with a protruding lower jaw. Bonus point for the best gurn.
You learn something new every day.
Bonus point for the best gurn, contestants. 3, 2, 1. Jesse, I'm going to let you judge that one. All right.
Thank you.
That's a surprise. We'll find out later. Okay. All right, Helena won. Helena.
Oh, yay!
Helena, you ready for your last one? This is the last one of the game.
What if I say no?
Too late. We have Al Pacino. We have Al Gore. And we have Al Roker! Who is the winner, Helena?
I'm so pleased. I don't care if he is the winner. I would be so happy to be wrong.
He's a winner for
Al Roker.
For what?
For Best Al.
Al Roker for Best Al.
2021.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look.
We gotta give dates.
Oh my God! He disappeared.
That's almost 30
The winner is Al Pacino, and our poor friend Al Roker is in 28th place. This competition.
It's actually 38.
Oh, it's supposed to be 38. Whoops, typo. This competition is Ranker.com's list of most famous Als.
Most famous.
Most famous Als.
Not best.
And finally, for a bonus point, I will show all three of you one more set of competitors. If you think you know which is the winner, buzz in by shouting your name. And the choices are Community Forum, BCTV Community Forum, Guilford Community Church, and Thorn in My Side. Cora.
What's the best of the best and ever, forever the best? Thorn on my side.
Is Thorn in My Side a series of the Jesse, come on up and tell us your current score.
All right. In third place, we have Cora with 2.
That tracks.
At 3 points each, we have Cecil and Helena.
All right. Okay. We only have a couple minutes before our allotted time is up, so we'll have to skip the 5 other games we prepared. We're gonna go right to our final round. It's Hardcore Thorn. Now, what victory would be complete without celebratory self-congratulation? When we at Thorn on My Side found out we won Series of the Year, we all performed the worm for a full 10 minutes at least. Yep. Yes, the purest expression of triumph is surely the end zone dance, popularized by those fine gentlemen of the National Football League of America. Contestants, we're going to give you 30 seconds to come up with some winning moves to be judged by our audience, but be forewarned. That's it. All right, we're gonna give you 30 seconds on the clock to do an end zone dance for us. Cecil, I'm gonna give you a ball.
Oh God, we have to go separately.
Oh, yes.
Oh, perfect.
Here is your line. When you cross this line, you're gonna do your end zone dance for us.
Thank you for the explanation.
Okay?
Thanks for explaining the act of sports.
You're welcome.
Oh, where's my sports hat?
Okay. As soon as you cross the line behind Helena, music will play as you express your winningness via rhythm and gesture. Are you ready? Are you set?
Ready as I'll ever be.
There you go. And go. Run. Okay. Helena, it's time for you to show us how you move it. That was amazing. And go.
First time
and
ever.
go. Please applaud for the dance that best exemplifies both personal style and sportsmanlike self-restraint, because remember, excessiveness is frowned upon. All right, let's hear it for Cecil. Now Helena. And now Cora. Jesse, you got that?
I think so.
Okay, I'm going to leave that to Jesse. So now, while Jesse is tabulating our final point count, I'd like to thank you all for being here and for this award. We're very excited and we're very grateful. This show is produced by the Hooker Dunham Theater and Gallery. It's supported by generous donations. This 10-minute show was written by Jay Gelter, Ben Stockman, Jesse Tidd, our new writer, and myself, Shannon Ward. Ben's on tech, Jay's running around, and Jesse is counting the points. Please join us next month on November 17th, or next week. And you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. You can catch our previous episodes on BCTV, and more will be coming out soon. If you'd like to be a future contestant, come up and talk to one of us. We'd be happy to have you. And I'd also like to thank Austin Rice for filming our second episode and kind of showing us the ropes with filming this. So thank you so much to Austin. Jesse, are you ready?
All right, so we start with the third, right? I'm new to this, right?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah, we're going to start. Who is in third place with how many points?
Third place, we have Cecil with 3 points.
Cecil has 3 points. All right, so how many points does Cora have?
What? More? Mike?
Yeah.
Cora has 4.
Okay. And Helena?
Helena has 6.
So that means Helena is our winner. Thank you, Helena. And thank you all so much. We're very, very honored. Thank you.
That was hilarious. So funny. I'm not sure anybody who came here was expecting to have a live taping of a game show right here at the BCTV Producer Awards Night. Come on. Doesn't happen every day. And I want to thank all of our awardees for sharing their stories with me over Zoom so that we could present you with a little sense of all the work that they've been doing and all the work that goes into it. I especially love hearing about what motivates people to create programming, because it's different for everyone, but always so meaningful. I want to acknowledge my amazing staff who supported all our volunteers and all our communities through the amazing twists and turns of COVID and beyond. And that is Brian over there behind the thing, Galen behind the camera, Helena pointing, Nolan over there, Austin over here, and I think Brian was here, other Brian was here earlier, but he left. And there's more, but they are all covering meetings right now. So I also want to thank our board of directors. I know you join me in being really proud of the breadth of work being recognized here, from studio shows celebrating their 500th episode, seasoned producers gaining new skills, and brand new shows and producers making their mark. It seems unbelievable to me that at the start of our fiscal year last July, we were just reopening BCTV's office and facilities to the public. Community producers got back to work editing what they had filmed in the shutdown. Staff came back to the office and retooled for a hybrid future of plugging our camera feed into Zoom. The result was 1,200 hours of local programming that ranged from live streams to hybrid to in-person to virtual. And we could not provide these services without our sponsors, underwriters, and donors like you. And we'll be turning again to you on Giving Tuesday. If you can, please donate to support all of our producers and the staff who help them make their production dreams come true. As you've seen tonight, we love to give awards. We also are proud to receive them. BCTV was recognized for programs produced in 2021 by the national and regional branches of the Alliance for Community Media. One of our local producers received a National Hometown Media Award for Juno Singles, produced by Angus Reid in collaboration with Juno Orchestra and Nimble Arts, and which aired on BCTV. 3 of our programs were named as finalists for the Regional Nor'easters video contest. Winners will be announced this weekend. The finalists were Abijah and Lucy Terry Prince, Dedication of State Historic Marker, produced by Donna Blackney for the Brattleboro Words Project, and Solos Episode 8, Running the Gamut, produced by Austin Rice, John Mack, and Bauman Madavi. Juno Singles was also a finalist for the regional award. Finally, as many of you know, or all of you know in this room, our wonderful production manager of the past 4.5 years, Brian, is leaving for a new production job. Today is actually his last day. And I just want to say a little bit about Brian. He came to BCTV in April 2018 from our sister station in Bellows Falls, Fact TV, taking over from our longtime production manager, Roland Boyden. Brian jumped right into supporting our studio shows and editors and took on the new challenge for him of producing BCTV's live multicam coverage of graduations, parades, concerts, and the Brattleboro Select Board. Once he figured all that out, on the horizon was Harris Hill Ski Jump. In 2019, we continued our tradition of staffing a production led by USA Nordic, but for the 2020 event, we were informed that BCTV would be on our own if we wanted to do it. Brian barely flinched in assuming this responsibility, and with his planning and the support of Harris Hill's Sally and Alan Seymour, it turned out to be the most highly viewed live stream in BCTV or USA Nordic history, with over 15,000 views on the weekend's videos and positive comments pouring in from all around the world. Then came COVID, and everyone turned to Brian to solve problems far beyond the scope of the BCTV production manager. While I was incessantly slacking him about getting critical public health content from Facebook out to cable viewers, he was fielding questions from anyone who could get his contact about how to Zoom, how to upload videos to YouTube, why their internet connection wasn't working, their cell phone, their Wi-Fi. He helped our field producers troubleshoot how to record and edit virtual meetings, and a few months later, how to cover hybrid events, ordering equipment he'd never heard of and experimenting with audio configurations to avoid the dreaded feedback loop. People gave BCTV credit for being nimble, and much of that nimbleness came from having a problem solver like Brian as our technical backbone. As we all know, tech people are not always people. Anyone who's met Brian for 5 minutes understands that he has the rare combination of having deep technical knowledge as well as, and this is critical for public access, the ability to share it on the level of whoever is on the receiving end. He cheerfully helped all of us at BCTV, staff and volunteers, and furthered our reputation as the community's technical helpers. Best of luck to Brian as he takes on his next challenge in commercial video production. Please join me in expressing our gratitude for his contributions to the success of the station and everyone in this room.
Hi everyone, Cor, thank you for those kind words. I clearly didn't prepare anything. I was busy editing a lot for this event. I would just like to say how much of a pleasure it has been to work for BCTV. Each and every one of you have just been an absolute joy to work with, and you are all doing exactly what public access is meant to do, which is be here to provide a place for people to voice their opinions and concerns, to make local media, and also just working with our staff, not only Core, Helena, and Nolan, but also our other producers. Some of them are here tonight. Galen's here tonight. Austin's here tonight. They've just been very supportive and receptive to my sometimes strange ideas about how to do things. They also bring a lot of knowledge to the table, and which makes leaving slightly easier knowing that BCTV will be in good hands. They will kind of, guide the ship forward. It's never easy leaving a place that you do thoroughly enjoy working at, but it's just kind of my time to go. I'll miss everyone here, and thank you all for being wonderful people. And I hope to come back and visit often, catch your shows online. So please stay in touch and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
There's not much I can say of weight and importance that Brian didn't really already say or that Court already said. So as president of the board, what I will say is remind folks again about Giving Tuesday, brattleboro.tv.org/donate. We also have some gear to sell that if you are an aspiring or experienced producer, there's some junk of varying value that we would love for you to buy and play with, and all of those proceeds will go towards BCTV. So there's a really cool actual assortment of stuff that you can purchase over here. We do have a donation jar. And again, just thanks to everyone who is here for the work that you all do to make BCTV what it is. We have excellent staff, and they're in charge of the cameras for the most part, and you folks are in charge of the content. And so without all of us together, we wouldn't be the community television station that we are. So feel free to hang around for a few more minutes. If there's food left over, there seems to be a ton of cookies, and peruse the gear. And thanks so much for coming.